हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू बायोलॉजी क्लासेस। आई एम विपुल फलक और आज हम देखने वाले हैं वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक फ्रॉम रेस्पिरेशन चैप्टर, सो दैट इज ग्लाइकोलाइसिस. So already we have seen in previous video how the glucose molecule enter inside the cell, that enter through the GLUT4 transporter with the response of insulin. So now when that glucose molecule enter inside the cell, then what will happen with that glucose molecule? So that we will see in this video. So that process is known as glycolysis. So let's start with this process, glycolysis. So glycolysis, simply it is a breakdown of glucose molecule. So glyco means glucose and lysis means breakdown. So there are several steps, almost 10 steps in this pathway. 10 enzymes are involved and that glycolysis is carried out in cytoplasm. So when glucose enter inside the cell, glycolysis carried out. So glycolysis also known as EMP pathway. So that EMP, Emden, Merov and Parnas, three names of these scientists. So E stand for Emden, Merov and Parnas. So they discovered this pathway, hence this pathway हम उसे क्या बोलेंगे, ग्लाइकोलिसिस भी बोलेंगे. So glycolysis, breakdown of the glucose, also known as EMP pathway, and it is carried out in cytoplasm. So let's start with reaction involved in glycolysis. So first reaction of the glycolysis, where one glucose molecule get converted into glucose 6-phosphate. So glucose get converted into glucose 6-phosphate. Now glucose get converted into glucose 6-phosphate means what? ग्लूकोज के 6 नंबर कार्बन पे एक फॉस्फेट की एडिशन हो गई एंड दिस फॉस्फेट इज एडेड हियर टू ग्लूकोज बाय एंजाइम नोन एज हेक्सोकाइनेज. So hexo means 6 carbon containing sugar and kinase means enzyme which is responsible for phosphorylation. So hexokinase ने क्या किया, ग्लूकोज के 6th कार्बन पे फॉस्फेट ग्रुप ऐड किया एंड दिस एंजाइम रिक्वायर्ड मैग्नीशियम एज अ कोफैक्टर. सो हेक्सोकाइनेज रिक्वायर्ड मैग्नीशियम फॉर एज अ कोफैक्टर एंड दिस रिएक्शन you can see here, glucose get converted into glucose 6-phosphate. So this enzyme responsible to add the phosphate, and from where this phosphate come from? So that phosphate come from ATP. So one molecule of ATP enter, one phosphate release which get added to 6th carbon of the glucose and ADP release. So phosphate will come from here, from the ATP molecule, and this phosphate transfer by this enzyme hexokinase, and this required magnesium as a cofactor. Next reaction, where this glucose 6-phosphate reversibly get converted into fructose 6-phosphate. Fructose 6-phosphate. So this is first reaction we have seen, where glucose get converted into glucose 6-phosphate. Second reaction, where glucose 6-phosphate get converted into fructose 6-phosphate, and here enzyme is involved known as phosphodiesterase glucoisomerase. So phosphoglucoisomerase. Already there is a phosphate at carbon number 6, and you can see here also phosphate is present at carbon number 6. So what is the difference? Both the molecules are same when we consider their composition. 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, 6 oxygen and 1 phosphate. Same here. So what is the difference? Structure is different. And when enzyme change the structure of compound, that is called as isomerization. And you can see here name of the enzyme, phosphoglucoisomerase. So this enzyme change the structure of glucose 6 phosphate into fructose 6 phosphate. So nothing get added, nothing get released in this reaction, only structure change. And third reaction of glycolysis, again irreversible reaction, and in this reaction fructose 6 phosphate get converted into fructose 1,6 diphosphate or bisphosphate. We can call it as diphosphate or bisphosphate, both will be same. So fructose 6 phosphate get converted into fructose 1,6 diphosphate. So यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, फ्रुक्टोज के 6 कार्बन को ऑलरेडी एक फॉस्फेट ग्रुप था, सो एक पे भी आ गया, मीन्स अगेन हियर फॉस्फेट गेट एडेड, एंड व्हेन फॉस्फेट एडेड, so there is a enzyme is required to transfer the phosphate group from the other any compound like the ATP. So here enzyme involved known as phosphofructokinase. So phosphofructokinase. So phosphofructokinase ने क्या किया, फ्रुक्टोज 6 फॉस्फेट को और एक एडिशनल फॉस्फेट ग्रुप ऐड किया एट कार्बन नंबर फर्स्ट. सो फ्रुक्टोज 6 phosphate will become fructose 1,6 diphosphate. Now this enzyme is very important enzyme. Phosphofructokinase is very important enzyme. You can see here it transfers the ATP, it transfers the phosphate. So ATP is required. So ATP is required which get converted into ADP by releasing 1 phosphate. So this phosphofructokinase is very important enzyme because that is also considered as regulatory enzyme. So regulatory enzymes. And why it is called as regulatory enzyme? Because this enzyme means this enzyme can inhibited or activated as per the need. मीन्स जब भी ग्लाइकोलिसिस की नीड होगी सो एंजाइम विल बी एक्टिव, एंड वेयर देयर इज नो नीड सो एंजाइम विल बी इनएक्टिव. सो हेंस इट इज कॉल्ड एज रेगुलेटरी एंजाइम, एंड इट इज आल्सो नोन एज एलोस्टेरिक एंजाइम. Allosteric enzyme. And what is allosteric enzyme? So when we consider the structure of enzyme, so consider this is enzyme. So this is the structure of enzyme, and to this enzyme substrate will bind, and this is the substrate. Now at this enzyme where substrate bind, this site is called as substrate binding site. Substrate binding site. To this site substrate will bind and enzyme catalyze the reaction. Now this enzyme have one more site but which is rather than substrate binding site. So this enzyme has one more site which rather than substrate binding site, and this site is known as allosteric site. This is allosteric site. So substrate binding site, you can see where substrate bind, and this is allosteric site which is also known as regulatory site. because it get regulated. So when there's a need of activation of this enzyme, so that get activated, this enzyme get activated by this side. And how it is get activated or inhibited? So there are activators and inhibitors are present, which are also known as positive and negative modulators. So they will modulate this enzyme or this allosteric site. So positive modulator, so what do you mean positive modulators? Which will activate the enzyme, and there are some negative modulators as well. So negative modulators, so which inhibit the enzyme. So positive will activate the enzyme and negative will inhibit the enzyme. And negative modulators are ATP, citrate and hydrogen. So when there is a high concentration of ATP, citrate and hydrogen, उसे हम बोलेंगे negative modulator. So these negative modulators will inhibit the enzyme, and positive modulators are ADP and AMP. Now there will be question in your mind, so how the ATP will be inhibitor of this process? मतलब ग्लाइकोलिसिस के बाद में क्रेब्स साइकिल होगा, उसके बाद में इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट चेन और एटीपी बनेगा, मतलब ग्लाइकोलिसिस भी एटीपी बनने के लिए ही है. सो नाउ हाउ दिस एटीपी विल इनहिबिट दिस एंजाइम? नाउ दिस इज कॉल्ड एज फीडबैक इनहिबिशन. सो जब भी कोई कंपाउंड उसी प्रोसेस को इनहिबिट करेगा जिसी प्रोसेस के द्वारा it will get produced, this is called as feedback inhibition. And this allosteric enzyme also get inhibited by such a kind of inhibition called as feedback inhibition. So this ATP will inhibit this enzyme. Actually at the end of this process, means respiration, we will get the ATP from the glucose molecule, but this ATP when in higher concentration, so it will inhibit this enzyme. Hence it is considered as negative modulators of phosphofructokinase. So this is very important concept, neat point of view. What is allosteric enzyme, what is regulatory enzyme, or there will be question on which is the regulatory enzyme of glycolysis. Again answer will be the same. So that is phosphofructokinase is a regulatory enzyme. So when there is a need of activation of this enzyme, it get activated, and when there is a need of inhibition of this enzyme, it get inhibited. So this is the regulatory enzyme, also known as allosteric enzyme. And why allosteric? Because it has one more site which is rather than substrate binding site where positive or negative modulator will bind. So these are the three important reactions of glycolysis. You can see here phosphofructokinase. So whenever there is a kinase, it required magnesium as a cofactor. So it also required magnesium as a cofactor. So in a first reaction, glucose get phosphorylated, means phosphate get added and get converted into glucose 6-phosphate. In second reaction, glucose 6-phosphate structure get changed and converted into fructose 6-phosphate. And in third reaction, where there is only one phosphate group at carbon number 6, one again added at carbon number 1, and this fructose 6-phosphate get converted into fructose 1,6-diphosphate with the help of enzyme known as phosphofructokinase. So these are the three steps of glycolysis. So now we will continue next or fourth reaction of glycolysis. Now after fructose 1,6-diphosphate, in a fourth reaction, this fructose 1,6-diphosphate get broken down into two molecules, means 6 carbon containing fructose 1,6-diphosphate get broken down into two molecules. One of them is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, and another is dihydroxy acetone phosphate. So one is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and one is dihydroxy acetone phosphate. Now you can see here every molecule. So this is 6 carbon containing, this is also 6 carbon containing, fructose 6-phosphate again 6 carbon, fructose 1,6 diphosphate again 6 carbon, and this 6 carbon containing fructose 1,6 diphosphate get broken down into 3 carbon containing 1 molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and 1 molecule of the dihydroxy acetone phosphate, and this is generally done by enzyme known as aldolase. So here aldolase will work and break this fructose 1,6 diphosphate into 1 molecule of 3 carbon containing glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and 3 carbon containing dihydroxy acetone phosphate. So this is about 4 reaction, and this 4th reaction is catalyzed by aldolase. So it will break the fructose 1,6 diphosphate into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and dihydroxy acetone phosphate. So let's start with next reaction. So after that, this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and dihydroxy acetone phosphate, so that in these 2 molecule, 1 molecule is unstable, so which is dihydroxy acetone phosphate, and this is stable molecule. So this unstable dihydroxy acetone phosphate, so that get कन्वर्टेड इनटू glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, मीन्स हमारे पास एक ऑलरेडी glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate का एक मॉलिक्यूल है. सो अगेन दिस विल गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, मीन्स वी विल हैव 2 molecule of the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, and this reaction is catalyzed by enzyme. So this is 3 carbon containing compound and this is also 3 carbon containing compound, and elemental composition of both is same, means only structure is different. So this reaction is catalyzed by reaction number 5. That enzyme is triose dehydrogenase. So triose dehydrogenase. So these are the 5 reaction of glycolysis. First reaction catalyzed by hexokinase. Second reaction catalyzed by phosphoglucoisomerase, or you can say that glucophosphoisomerase. Third reaction get catalyzed by phosphofructokinase. Fourth reaction by aldolase. Fifth reaction triose dehydrogenase. And now we have what we remain, 2 molecules of the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, because this quickly get converted into this, because this is the unstable compound. Dihydroxy acetone phosphate is unstable compound. So what is remain? So now we will have the 2 molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Now we will continue next reaction. So now what we have, 2 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Now we have 2 molecules, that is 3 carbon containing. So we have 2 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Now this we have completed 5 reaction. Now we will continue 5 reaction. In 6 number reaction, this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate get converted into, now we have 2 molecules. Now this reaction is also the reversible. In 6 number reaction, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate get converted into 2 molecules of 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. And how this is occur? 1,3-bis-phosphoglycerate from the 2 molecule of the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. This is occur because of dehydrogenation. So when hydrogen get released from the glyceraldehyde, it will become glycerate. So जब glyceraldehyde के hydrogen निकल जाएंगे, it will become glycerate. But now you can see here, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate means one molecule have one phosphate. एक molecule के पास एक ही phosphate है. Now you can see here 2 phosphate at carbon number 1 and carbon number 3 also. So this phosphate come in this reaction but non-enzymatically. So this is also important reaction need point of view, or they will ask regarding this step. So which is the step of glycolysis where phosphate get added non-enzymatically? So that is step number 6. So where enzyme known as triose dehydrogenase so this triose dehydrogenase enzyme remove the hydrogen. So hydrogen get released and these hydrogen received by NAD, 2 molecules of NAD will become 2 molecules of NADS2. So 2 NAD will become 2 NADS2 because of triose dehydrogenase. And remember that this enzyme triose dehydrogenase required zinc as a cofactor. Kinase required magnesium and this triose dehydrogenase required zinc as a cofactor. So 2 molecules of 1,3-bis-phosphoglycerate we have. But how the phosphate get added? Already I have told you that is non-enzymatically. So non-enzymatically phosphate get added here. So 2 molecule, so 2 phosphate get added at carbon number 1st, and this is called as non-enzymatic phosphorylation. This is called as non-enzymatic phosphorylation. So in reaction number 6, what happened? That glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate get converted into 2 molecules of, means 2 molecules get converted into 2 molecules of 1,3-bis-phosphoglycerate. Dehydrogenation takes place and non-enzymatically phosphate get added here. Now this we have completed reaction number 6. In next reaction, this 1,3-bis-phosphoglycerate get converted irreversibly into 3-phosphoglycerate. And you can see here there are 2 molecules of 1,3-bis-phosphoglycerate get converted into 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglycerate. So यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? Again phosphate निकल गया. Now when phosphate get released, it get picked up by another molecule. So you can see here phosphate get donated by ATP. Now phosphate get received by ADP. So 2 molecules of ADP will come and it will receive the 2 phosphate and they will become 2 ATP. So 2 ADP will become 2 ATP, and this reaction is catalyzed by phosphoglycerate kinase. Again you can see here transfer of phosphate then kinase, so that is phosphoglycerate kinase. So phosphoglycerate kinase and 2 ADP get converted into 2 molecules of ATP. So again you can see here kinase is there, so magnesium should be here. So it required magnesium as a cofactor because all the kinase enzyme required the magnesium as a cofactor. So this is reaction number 7. Now reaction number 8, where 3-phosphoglycerate get reversibly converted into, now again 2 molecule, 2-phosphoglycerate. get converted into 2-phosphoglycerate. And now here you can see 3-phosphoglycerate means, यहाँ पे जनरली स्टूडेंट्स मिस्टेक करते हैं इन नीट एग्जामिनेशन. 3-phosphate मीन्स नॉट अ three molecules of phosphate. 3-phosphoglycerate means 1 phosphate at carbon number 3. So here 1 phosphate and here 2 phosphate means phosphate at carbon number 2nd, but single phosphate. So you can see here only shifting of phosphate from carbon number 3rd to carbon number 2nd, and hence name of enzyme is phosphoglycerate mutase. So phosphoglycerate mutase. So name of enzyme is phosphoglycerate mutase. It will only shift 3 phosphate from the carbon number 3 to carbon number 2nd. Only क्या हुआ? Shifting of phosphate by enzyme phosphoglycerate mutase. Now this is reaction number we have completed 8. In next reaction, reaction number 9. So this 2-phosphoglycerate get converted into 2 molecule. Reaction number 9. 2 molecules of phosphoenol pyruvate. 2-phosphoenol pyruvate. And 2-phosphoenol pyruvate are formed, and hence name of enzyme is enolase. It will make phosphoenol pyruvate, so enolase. And in this reaction water molecule get released, hence it is also considered as dehydration reaction. So water molecule get released when 2-phosphoglycerate get converted into 2-phosphoenol pyruvate with the help of enzyme enolase. And this enzyme also required magnesium as a cofactor. So 2-phosphoenol pyruvate are formed in reaction number 9. Now reaction number, last reaction, reaction number 10. So this 2-phosphoenol pyruvate, so 2 molecules of 2-phosphoenol pyruvate get converted into, this is also reversible reaction number 9. And reaction number 10, where 2 molecules of pyruvic acid or pyruvate will form. And in this reaction you can see phosphate is missing in this name, so phosphate get released. And whenever phosphate get released, here also you can see 3-phosphoglycerate, 1,3-bis phosphoglycerate to 3-phosphoglycerate, 2 ATP are formed, because each molecule release 1 phosphate. In reaction number 7 and in reaction number 10, again 2 phosphate get released, which get picked up by 2 molecules of the ADP, and 2 ATP will form. And this is done by again enzyme transfer of phosphate means kinase, but here name of enzyme is pyruvate kinase. And kinase means magnesium, so it will require magnesium as a cofactor. So this is the glycolysis. So at the end of glycolysis, what we got, when there is a question regarding ki how many ATP are formed in a glycolysis, so answer will be 4. Remember that. You can see here 2 ATP form, here 2 ATP form, but when there is a question net gain ATP form in a glycolysis, so now answer will be 2, because you can see here in reaction number 1st and reaction number 3rd, each step 1 ATP utilized. So 1 ATP utilized, 1 ATP utilized, and 4 ATP form, means 4 ATP form and 2 ATP utilized. So net gain ATP will be 2. So answer will be different depending on the question. If there is a question regarding ATP form, answer will be 4. Net gain ATP, answer should be 2. Now again, what are the product? You can see reaction number second, we will get 2 molecules of NADH2, 2 net gain ATP, 2 molecules of NADH2, and at the end 2 molecules of the pyruvate. These are the product of glycolysis. So remember this for MCQ type question. Ki which of the following are the product of glycolysis? Those 2 pyruvate molecule, 2 NADH2 molecule, and 2 ATP molecule. When there is a net gain ATP, they ask, and when ATP form, so it is considered as only 2 net gain ATP. So this is about glycolysis. In upcoming video, we'll discuss about next reaction. So that is acetylation followed by Krebs cycle and the electron transport chain. So thank you for listening. Subscribe the channel and you can also press the like button. Thank you.